Hi everyone, so I'm back with the fourth and final part of week 34. So this is my second part of Leeds Festival basically, and this is all about the acts and basically Billie Eilish, because that's all I really went for, to be honest. Like there was a few other people that I would want to see, and we did see them, like Becky Hill, and Imagine Dragons and stuff like that. But Billie Eilish was the reason why I was going, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm using the Design B pocket page, which is the 3 6x4s and then the 6 3x4s. But I didn't have that many 6x4 photos, so I actually have a lot of 3x4 photos that are on landscape size. So yeah, that's what I did. So basically, as you can see how I've done the layout now, that's how I'm going to do it. I do try and keep it as that, but it gets in my way. So eventually I do move the photos away and just work from there. But yeah, so I had a load of videos, and I do actually upload my little videos that I sort of take on my phone. I put them in my own little like private YouTube folder. I don't make them public or anything like that because I'm just trying to figure out a way of storing little storing videos that I take on my phone. I do obviously take them over to my computer and stuff like that, but it's just how, just in case of a backup, basically. I want to back up everything. So yeah, I thought YouTube was quite a good way of doing that, really. It's just to upload them privately to YouTube. Anyway, the main reason why I was on about videos is because I had a load of videos and I wanted to obviously include some of the screenshots from those videos of Billie Eilish. We got really good sort of positions where to stand near the stage, and we could actually see her on the stage, but obviously the screens just give a much better picture of her. So a lot of the pictures are obviously her on the screens, but we could actually see her on the stage. She was a very, very small person, but we could still see her. We still got really good viewing positions for her. But the first photo is actually a picture of Becky Hill on the screen. So we went to go see Becky Hill first, and she was really, really good. Really, really good. And my friend's obsessed with her. So we had a really good time there. Again, we got really good positions. We actually saw her on the stage, and we could see her quite clearly on the stage. So that was good. But what I have done, what I did off camera, because this video would have been way longer if I did this on camera. I actually stamped out, using some of my little alphas, some of the one of the names of the people. So like there's Becky Hill and Billie Eilish, but I also stamped out the names of the songs of Billie Eilish that I love, just to remind myself maybe one day in the future that those were the songs I absolutely loved. And I always find that it's really easy to forget about songs, and I listen to Spotify quite a bit when I'm working and things, and suddenly like I put on like shuffle, and a song will come on that I've like, oh my god, I've not heard this for so long. So I just thought it was quite a nice idea to basically remind myself of the songs that I really enjoyed at this point in my life, and also what she played on that night as well. So yeah, I thought that was quite fun. It didn't come out quite as nice as I thought it would. It's a little bit rough and ready, but I enjoyed doing it, and it was absolutely fine. I think because the paper, I couldn't think what the word was then. The paper in the background is just yellow. So there's not much colour on this layout. It's just yellow and red. But I find it's fine. I'm happy with it. As I said, it's not my absolute favourite piece of work that I've ever done, but I think it's good, and it fits a purpose. So I'm just trying to struggle to get this in the pocket because I'm just using cheap paper. It's really, really flimsy, so it's quite hard to put this in the pocket, but I do get there eventually. So yeah, for the other 2 6x4s, I just put 2 3x4s together. One of them is actually a picture of us sat on the floor waiting for Billie Eilish, because obviously everyone was crowding around to go see her an hour before she was due to play. So that's what we did. So we went and sat on the floor and just waited for an hour until she came on, because obviously we wanted good seats. I say seats, positions, because there was no seats. But yeah, so I included like, you know, songs like Lovely and Therefore I Am and Ocean Eyes and Bad Guy and Happier Than Ever and all that sort of stuff. And honestly, she puts on such a good show, and I was really, really not surprised, because I've seen videos on YouTube about her, but it was just so good, and she's so good with the crowd, and I just loved it. I haven't been to a concert for ages, like an actual like band or a singer concert, for so long, apart from Ed Sheeran. Was that this year? Can't remember now. Yeah, it must have been this year. No, it was last year. So yeah, last year was the last time I went to a show, and that was Ed Sheeran. So I think, God knows, that's really confused me. No, I think it was last year. Anyway, so yeah, I don't really go to that many concerts. So when I do, I'm really happily surprised at the how good they are. So yeah, so I'm just sticking down some washi tape, putting these little words everywhere, and then obviously using my stickers, like the black and gold word stickers and the little round stickers, and again dotting all these little gems as much as I can around them. So I did, as I said, I screenshot a lot of the videos. Some of them were actual photos, but a lot of them are screenshots of her on the stage. Yeah, so I was just happy to do something a bit different, actually. I don't have any collections, and to be fair, that's one of the reasons why I didn't use a collection, is I don't have that many collections at all about concerts and music and stuff like that. Like, there's family fun nights and stuff like that, you know, come in but Simple Stories in Echo Park and things, but there's no actual sort of concerts or, you know, that sort of thing, like shows and stuff. So this was the closest I had, really, was using these stickers. And again, there's probably supposed to be for birthdays and stuff like that. So it's one of those things where you think you've got so much stuff until you do something quite niche or specific, and then you're like, oh no, I don't have anything for that. And then you end up buying something for it. But no, I've not seen anything to do with concerts or shows or anything. But if I do, I'll probably end up buying it, because I don't know, I could have done with some cut aparts and things, but I actually like how all the pockets have photos in. So yeah. But yeah, no, it was a really good. I tried to stay present, obviously, throughout the concert, and obviously watch her. But some of the songs, obviously, I'd record part of the songs, apart from Happier Than Ever that she played last, is my absolute favourite song. And it was amazing. I'm so glad I recorded it, because I watch it every so often and it's just so good. And but I did try and like just video, like, I don't know, 30 seconds or something, and then put my phone down and just watch the show, because it's quite easy to just watch something through your phone and not actually watch what's going on. And it's so funny because, again, I've never been to a festival, but I imagine once upon a time there was no such thing as holding up your phone or recording or whatever, or if it was, that you couldn't even see what you were recording. It was just the back of a phone or whatever. Like, obviously phones have changed so much over the years, but now the minute like she came out, all these phones just went up in the air and you could see everyone's phones recording and everything. So it's quite amazing. I get it, because obviously I want to remember, and I videoed it because I think sometimes photos are all well and good, but videos are they put you back in the moment. I've toyed with the idea of videoing more of my life, but I don't want it to become part of my life as such. I'm a very obsessive person. If I get obsessed with something, I go a bit overboard, as I have done with scrapbooking and stuff like that. So I just sometimes can't afford to get obsessed with things. And if I become obsessed with videoing, then it will become my life, and I will spend all this time trying to video and get the perfect shot and things like that. And in all honesty, that's what's put me off vlogging, really, because I have thought about doing it for like my travels and things. You know, I've been to a fair few places, and you know, I've done a fair few things in my life that I think people would be interested in, but I just know how much of a commitment it is. And as I said, I know that my mindset, I'd become obsessed, and it would probably play on me, and I wouldn't enjoy the actual moment. I'd end up being a bit anxious about making sure I get the right shot, or making sure I've got everything in the shot, and you know, and I value my life experiences. Like I really want to be present, and I go on holiday because of my own reasons. I don't go on holiday because I want to tell other people about it. I go on holiday because I travel because I enjoy the experiences and want to do them for myself. So yeah, I don't think I will be vlogging anytime soon. It isn't something that appeals to me in terms of for it to take over so much of my time. Basically, that's what I'm trying to get at. So yeah, I still absolutely love photos, and photos will always be my number one sort of hobby. Like taking photos, scrapbooking, traveling, and taking photos are like my ultimate hobbies. So I'm happy with that. I do video things every so often, like the cats and stuff like that, and I do like to, obviously record little bits, but I don't want to become a vlogger. I don't want to become someone that, makes videos for people, basically, because, as I said, it will take over my life. It's very interesting reading about people like myself that become obsessed with stuff, obsessive personality. It's a bit like OCD, but in a different sense. It's not like a compulsive... I don't know how to explain it. It's not something that affects me all the time. Like, I don't always think about it, but it's just when something else comes along, you just become obsessed and you become, addicted to it. It's really, it can be quite dangerous. But as I said, I've managed to hold it in a little bit. But the things that do go overboard are probably my travelling and my scrapbooking. And they're my two key hobbies. So yeah, it's fine. And to be fair, I did go through it with reading as well. So I became obsessed with reading, and I am still obsessed with reading. Like, I still have a goal of 50 books a year. I am behind on that, but I don't do it as much as I scrapbook, and I don't let it interfere with my sort of life as such, because I could easily see how people could read and read and read and not get anything done. And I can't afford to do that at the moment because I have too much going on. But yeah, it's very difficult with people with mindsets like myself to manage everything, because you want to do everything, but you can't. Basically, you can't, and that's it. It's a bit distressing, I find. When someone tells me you can't do something, I get a bit distressed, because I always think, well, I'll try my hardest to do it, and I set myself sort of unrealistic goals, but I still try and do them, and as I said, I sign myself up to way too much. And I commit to way too much, but I'm always happy that I did it. I'm always happy that I've got the photos, I've got the memories, everything like that, and the life experiences, really. Like, I wouldn't ever change anything that I've ever done. Even at the time, I think, maybe I don't really have the capacity to do it. I don't regret doing it, because it's a life experience. And as I said before, I don't know if I said it in this layout or the previous layout, but I'd rather feel overwhelmed with too much to do than feel very underwhelmed, is that a word, with nothing to do, basically. Like, my mind doesn't relax. I can't sit on a sofa and not think about things that I need to do. Even when I'm watching TV, I'm still doing something with my hands, or still, I just have to be doing something. I'm very much a person that I feel unproductive if I'm just sat still. Even if I'm on my phone, I'm looking at something, like looking at research of places to go, or looking at wedding things, or looking at house things. Like, I'm never just scrolling through Facebook or Instagram, just mindlessly. I'm looking at something, I'm researching something, I'm sort of trying to learn something. So yeah, I'm an odd one, but I'm sure some people will resonate with me. And I'm probably rambling on about this, about me too much, but this video is quite long, and all the photos are basically just of Billie Eilish. So I had to sort of fill a gap, and I was just going on about videos, basically. But yeah, so that was my week, basically. That was my time at Leeds Festival. That was my time seeing Billie Eilish. I hope you've enjoyed this part. It's been a bit of a different part. It's just been the same things over again with the same photos and stuff, but it's just something that was obviously a big part of my week, and I wanted to make it a big thing, and include all the photos that I could, because I'll love looking back at this one day. So yeah, I'm just looking down the last sort of photo, and that is everything. It looks so busy compared to my previous layouts, but that's fine. It's all nice to be different and things. So I'll be back with week 35 shortly. So thank you very much. Bye.